Hi everyone, welcome to today's reading of what's going to happen in your life from the time that you click on the video to 1 year from then. So it's a timeless reading. Okay, so we have 4 piles once again, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure to choose with your intuition if you're not sure how to do it, if you're a first timer, or if you just want to, choose more accurately, you can click on the video in the ribbon above and it will guide you through it. Those of you who are already very experienced, you can go ahead and click on the timestamps in the description box in the comments below. We'll get started with your reading. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at these cards a little bit later. And first I'm going to shuffle for your oracle cards and see what pops up between now and a year from now. Remember that this is a timeless reading, so whenever you click this video and start watching, since from then till 1 year, that'll be what is counted. Okay, what's coming for pile 1? What's happening for them between now and a year from now? Between now and a year from now, what's happening for pile 1, please? Pile 1. Okay. Alright, we have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Good, that's good. Let's see more. I'm actually unsure which deck to use because I usually improvise this part whenever I'm shuffling on screen. Okay. Let's see, pile 1, what's happening for pile 1? What's happening for pile 1 between now and a year from now, please? Now and a year from now, what's happening for pile 1? What's your guidance? What's your advice for what's happening? Okay, we're just gonna take all of them. Okay, some tarot cards, please. What's happening between now and a year from now? Now and a year from now for pile 1. Between now and a year from now. I'm gonna be clicking this. Pile 1 viewers. Wow, okay, that shot out. We also have this here. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Anything else happening for pile 1 viewers? Oh, yes, of course. Right. Yes, that's enough. Okay, we'll take a look at your astrology cards a little bit later. First, let's see what we have. Okay, so we have the Vulture. Accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. We have Grouse. Embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. Some of you are dancers or artists, something involved in movement exercises. Could be something like yoga as well, Pilates, things like that. So that is kind of, or at least you're planning to be that. Perhaps you do all of this as a side hobby and you've been thinking about making it a thing. Right, this is for some of you, obviously, it's a general reading. But yeah, that's coming through, and the grouse is kind of asking you to embrace that. It's asking you to revel in it and make it something, whatever you're planning to do with this particular art, go ahead and do it. Okay, then we have the Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Yeah, this oracle card here as well, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So that is again very deeply connecting to me with the Pelican here, because forgiveness is a quality of the universe, right, of the creator. Learning to forgive, learning to let go, learning to just accept whatever needs to be accepted, right? Like, yeah, sure, it is inevitable, right? Accept the inevitable and let go of past shadows so that you're guided back to the light. You raise your vibration, because whatever is ending is already gone. It was not meant to be yours, and it's just a transition phase where we still feel like, oh, maybe I'll hang on to the past, but at the same time we're anticipating in the future with, like, yeah, we're curious about the future as well. We keep planning for the future and also looking back into the past, right? So the vulture is reminding you that yes, whatever has happened, it can be love related situation, career, life, anything at all, is just things that are losing energy, that are losing focus. Let it fall away. Okay, forgive yourself, forgive the people, forgive the circumstances as well. Anything that makes you feel a little bit angry at your situation or the way that you reached this current situation, it's asking you to leave that behind, because it's holding you back from living your highest expression. Dance and movement is as well a lot about expressing, right? I'm not saying that you need to talk in some way in order to express yourself, but free expression comes from feeling free within as well, right? So what I'm seeing for you in a year from now is just these themes kind of playing out in different circles of your life. Okay, we'll see a little bit more specifically with the tarot cards, of course, but let's just finish this guidance messages. Okay, so Nataj, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. So some new information will be coming through, a lot of new ideas, some awakening moments, a lot of epiphanies, these type of things. With the Nataj, it could be, again, brought by another person, but also circumstances, something that you realize on your own. And probably, again, for some of you, the ones who are into dancing and movement exercises, for some of you, it's even running. Like, you consider that as well to be something that freshens you up and makes you feel light, and that way you're able to think clearer, you know? So yeah, this Nataj again connects with that while you are exercising, or you're just moving your body, you know, just releasing yourself from your own what do you call that, sedentary energies. That's a fancy word. But yeah, that way you're able to, you know, access your higher self a lot better, because you feel freer. You're able to access higher guidance, and that in that form you're getting epiphanies via yourself, right? And we have white turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. So a lot of healing the root of you. So a lot about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel stable and grounded, what makes you feel like, okay, now I am home, what is security for you, things like that. Okay, but it's not in a shallow way, it's not in a trivial way in any way, but rather it's more about ideas, about feelings, about just thought processes. Is it conducive? Does this thought pattern make me feel safe? Is it good for my growth? Those type of things, okay? Because white, any bird, is a lot about purity. It is connected with divinity as well. So with the ideas and the lessons that you learn through life, you're also able to help other people out if and when they ask, okay? Alright, now let's move to your tarot cards. We have first itself is the Three of Cups. So this again connects with what I was saying, that you can help other people out. This is your friend group, right? Your friends will help you through certain life situations, and you will be with them as well. So this is a very closely connected group dynamic. This can be friends, sisters, or siblings in general. Yeah, either way, you're very closely knit. You feel as if you can be family. You know, you're quite close with each other. You meet each other quite often as well, as often as you can, obviously. But yeah, you keep in touch, you share with each other your thoughts and feelings, the things you're going through. You're not afraid of judgment from them, and they are not afraid of judgment from you. This is that type of group. You're going to be with them. If you have already found them and you know who they are, then awesome. It's gonna stay with you. You're gonna feel at home with your friends and all your loved ones. For those of you who cannot really associate, no one really comes to your mind, then this is indicating that there will be awesome people coming towards you who make you feel very comfortable, at peace, and at home. Okay? Yeah, okay. Let's move on. I was getting something else, but I'm not exactly sure, so let me see the other cards, and yeah. Alright, Ace of Swords. This is about epiphanies, new ideas, sudden realizations of thoughts. You just you have this looping thought, a spiraling thought, and you just like, why am I like this? Why do I think like this? Why is this happening? I remember that this is a pattern. I saw this in the past as well. I have behaved like this and so and so. And that is a way of digging deeper, just asking the same question again and again and again, trying to find the correct answer that hits the root of the problems, right? Why am I not able to release, for example? That is a legit question, right? So you can get a sudden idea of okay, so this is why. You might finally get that solution from your own mind. You're also feeling very cerebral. You can start a new if you're going to study, then this is about studying a new college as well. It's like a new platform to study, right? It can be enrolling in a course online, or it can also be, going to college or university, basically expanding your mind, expanding your mental horizons. Okay? Very sharp, quick-witted, all of these things. Okay, yes, releasing, speaking of, right? 8 of Cups. So you're releasing certain emotional traumas and baggages that are not really conducive to your well-being, right? You're ready to walk into the new chapter. You're being guided to the light, right? You're leaving things behind that are not helpful, some past traumas, past people, emotional ties even. Until the moment we are able to forgive, we are still actually trapped by that relationship. So any amount of shouting at someone or getting mad and frustrated is not really doing anything. It's giving it more attention and more power, right? So we're staying stuck by ourselves, and it's not actually the other person doing anything. This is, of course, sometimes, many times, of course, yeah, some people definitely can be overbearing, and depends on your situation, obviously. But in either case, you're leaving that behind, so that's awesome. And you're kind of getting a fresh new start here with awesome people surrounding you. And a lot of emotional support as well. The 3 of Cups can also talk about your soul family, so the ones that are not incarnated here, but are always around you, protecting you, kind of just making sure that you're okay, yeah, that's nice. We have Knight of Wands, so some people might travel. Spontaneous travel, that is the Knight of Wands. It depends how the world situation is, obviously, but yeah, travel is definitely there. A lot of passionate activity, new inspiration. You just want to live it up, you want to do it. You want to do whatever you've wanted to do. You're not going to wait for when would be the right time and all of that, right? It's not a reckless attitude, but rather enough waiting. I'm going to go for it. Right? So a lot of fresh, new, inspired, creative, spark-like, fiery, passionate type of events here, beginnings. This is your attitude as well. Yeah. Very lively, charismatic, very social and outgoing as well. Perhaps this is how you make these new friends. But it's kind of like, you know what, I'm finally ready to have a new beginning. That's the vibe I'm getting. And the moment you accept that, the moment you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm done with my old ways. I'm done with the old way of life, that way of being, all of that. The new just kind of floods in. It just comes through. Okay? And the awesome thing is you're able to recognize the new blessings that come in. That's really good. Awesome. Okay, so we have Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. Okay, looking back and kind of seeing how the past has made you into what you are today and how today shapes the future as well. Okay, it's a little bit philosophical. It's hard to, pin this down to a mundane type of level. But yeah, it's kind of like past friends can catch up with you. That's a possibility. Whenever I get this card, that usually never happens. The past never visits me, but rather it's kind of asking me to take a look at my inner child, or what did I want to do when I was a child, and kind of bring it back into the present, or carry it forward to the future. So that could be for some of you too, right? Because you're feeling all passionate, you could, go back and see what you used to like, or what did you want to be when you were a child, and you kind of bring it back, right? Even if that is just learning to ride a horse, let's say, right? Or getting a pet even. Yeah. So there's a little bit of look back and see how you've become the way you have become, and of course, how you can change the tomorrow. Yeah, I was mentioning before, right? So you have a little bit of being in the past, and also looking to the future, and we generally, try to plan the future a lot. And any past hurt, once again, is released with these two combinations that resonates with the pelican there. So it's basically a reinforcement of what I was already getting. Yes, we have temperance. That's what I said. There is no recklessness at all. Temperance is about, have patience. You will receive all the awesome things that you're looking out for, that you're wanting, that you're seeking. If you feel demotivated, that perhaps, it's not meant to be, I'm not going to have that type of life, etc., then hang on to your hats. Temperance is like, hang on. Only when the time is right can you receive your blessings, otherwise you won't recognize them to the fullest potential, right? So let the movement happen, let time go, let you grow, and we'll know when the time is right, because these are angel wings. This is an angel, pure white light, who is completely balanced, patient, living in moderation, all of those things that are very ideal to a peaceful life, right? So peace in the cards for sure. You're able to balance yourself quite a lot. There is no recklessness whatsoever, no imbalances. You're fixing it as soon as you catch it. And this epiphany, I feel, has a lot to do with it. Once you start living your passion, you also realize a lot of things kind of come into balance into your life. What else? There is the transmutation. Yeah, any fears, any type of regrets and past hurt, guilt, shame, all of those things that, pin you down, kind of hold you back and don't allow you to release and let go. Those things are being transmuted into the light. What I mean by that is you acknowledge them very deeply in a very raw way, and through acknowledgement you bring that into light. Basically, acknowledgement is bringing lighting. Okay, most people try to run away from their problems or try to mask it with anything else, right? But that's kind of pushing it deeper and deeper, and the deeper it goes, the darker it gets, and the darker it gets, it's the scarier it gets. So basically, fear builds on unless you just face it, right? And what I see is you're not afraid to face it. Yeah, you're ready to release. Oh wow, I didn't see this. We have death and rebirth. So yeah, oh my goodness, that with this awakening coming in. Okay, for those of you who are already interested in spirituality, to any degree, like you're sincere about it, you do read up this and that, you kind of have had certain experiences as well, awakening is a definite, complete possibility. Okay, most awakenings are, temporary, like it will last for a few days, but the effects are very life-changing, right? So that's what I was actually getting, that the effects are massive. This epiphany you get is the things that happen afterwards, the people you meet, the things that happen, the person that you become is so different. And you can't see the world in the same way anymore. You can't waste any more time. That's what it feels like. Like all of a sudden, the world just opens up to you and you become someone new. Okay, and you're really happy about it because now you're living it like you would live it under no other person's or situation's influence. That's, yeah, you're becoming your own person. That's what I'm getting. And you're surrounded by awesome people. You're staying grounded. You know, just everything is beautiful. Knight of Wands as well connects with dance and movement here, so a lot of you could have that profession, or you, that was one of your childhood dreams and you pursue it. Amazing. And transmutation of shadow, death and rebirth is the Scorpio card. Scorpio is all about delving into the deep, finding the fears, pulling it out by the roots, and, you know, turning into the phoenix, right? Amazing, beautiful. All right. Oh yeah, let's just do your rune cards now. We have Hagalas, which is loss, destruction, change, and hailstorm. Yeah, definitely. The loss of old ways of being, old ideology, things that do not support you, etc. Destroying the old way of living, etc. Okay? And we have Ingos, which is energy, work, sex, land, balance, and grounded. Yep, staying grounded, staying balanced. You have good levels of energy and stamina as well. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thank you. Good levels of energy, stamina, like I said, passion. You're going to carry forward with the things that you want to create and have in your life. Okay, let's get you astrology cards. What astrological effects are going to be playing a major role for pile 1 in a year from now, from whenever they watch to a year from now, please? What themes are going to be important for pile 1, please? I think the light is a little bit fluctuating because where I have kept my setup is right underneath the windows, and it's kind of cloudy, and then it's sunny, and it's also hailing and snowing. It's crazy. So yeah, I have my lamp as well. That's why it's changing quite a bit. Okay. Astrological cards, please. We have Chiron, which is deep insecurity, spiritual strength, and rebirth cycles. Exactly. Turning those fears, insecurities, anything that holds you back, and converting them into a strength. Because it's kind of like, if I can do this, I can do anything. That type of thing. If you can handle this fear, you can handle any other fear. If you can deal with that insecurity, you can deal with any other thing. You know, and that makes you really strong. Right, so there are like rebirth cycles. It's going to be an important year. Okay, we have also Aquarius. So we have Saturn, Jupiter conjunct in Aquarius in 2021, started in 2020 itself. It's going to continue for a couple of years. So that's already significant, the Aquarius, but in either case, obviously it depends when you watch it. Aquarius is all about inventiveness, super smart, resonating with the Ace of Swords there, very quirky thoughts. Air signs are all about thinking, communication, technology as well. Yeah, so what was I getting there? I was getting something. You could have a different way of, if you want to start something of yours, the way that you change, something of that sort. Hang on. I'm getting the rebel part of Aquarius, actually. That's being highlighted. So the way that you live your life is going to be different from what people expect from you or what you are raised like. You know, something of that sort. Like, you've been conditioned for quite a long time, but with Aquarius coming through, it's breaking you out of the conventional way of being. You're not in that herd mentality anymore. You're being your own person, right? This is about, being an individual in a sea of people. Right? Just because you start being an individual doesn't mean that you don't care about humanity. Of course you do. Doesn't mean you stop caring about your loved ones. Of course you do. But you also understand that you have to be your own person first. You know, that's the concept of Aquarius. Very nice. I like that, because Knight of Wands is all about, hey, I'm gonna do this. I don't care who tags along, who does not. I wanted to do this since so many years now. I'm finally going to do it, right? But at the same time, we also have the Three of Cups, which is like, okay, wait, hang on. We're gonna join you. on that trip, on that adventure, we're just gonna come with you. No problem. No one like resists. No one is like, hey, are you stupid? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to create this? Why are you changing like this? No, these are the people who are going to be there to support you. We have 12th house. 12th house is super spiritual. It is again connected with certain disappearing or like losses. We also have the South Node, which connects with past life, comfort, resource, instinct, and familiar, and also relates with things that disappear. Okay, that is, it's no longer part of your life, so it does not need to be an active participant, right? So it's like once you learn your lesson, you don't repeat class 1 or 2, right? You've learned it, graduate, that type of thing. So once again, it's the loss or the dissolution of things that are not serving you anymore, that you have transcended. Yes, that is the correct word. Yes, exactly. This here, 12th house is about transcending certain situations. That's the house where we start thinking about, okay, well, I'm done with this lifetime. I need to, pass over to the spiritual realm, that type of thing. Okay, it's very closely connected with spirituality, given that Pisces is naturally present there, very with the flow of the universe, spiritually guided and connected, and the dream state, the subconscious, those type of things, right? So some of these insecurities and fears that you might be dealing with are subconscious, but you are learning to bring them out to the surface, and you're bringing them light, you're transforming them, you're creating a strength out of the things that once made you weak. Okay, and yes, with the South Node again, the Three of Cups, I'm feeling like, well, yeah, I mean, whenever you connect with someone so deeply, it's as if you know them since before. And when you meet them, you're going to be very instinctively drawn to them, and you'll just want to talk to them, and the moment you do, they are as welcoming as you feel drawn to them. It's just so comfortable. It's very like home. That's the vibe. Totally. It's very nice. Very nice. You can have certain new ideas as well for business, for your workplace. All of those things with like love and all of that. Your friends can introduce you to someone, and you guys like totally hit it off, and it's, again, like I said, a lot of passion. So that passion can apply in a lot of different ways, right? So yeah, although I'm not exactly feeling a very long lasting type of relationship, perhaps you're not in the mood for that either. Not saying that if you guys are in stable relationships, then you guys will end it or something. No. But for those who are in a shaky relationship or are not in the relationship arena, this is more about, you can meet certain people, it's going to be quite passionate, and we have the third word right here suggesting some more fire, right? Yeah, exactly. You can have a very sudden, what do you say? Sudden connection with someone from your past as well, the Six of Cups and Knight of Wands. Like I said, different people, different situations. It's a general reading, take what resonates. If people come to your mind instinctively, then yeah, they could be it. But also, for those of you who you don't have anyone in mind, that's okay. That's completely okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna get you some very last pieces of advice, and then we're out. Let's see if we get anything else, actually. Some advice for pile one. I'm just gonna ask you for, okay. Cardinal, stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Yes, leader of your life, leader of your business, leader of your own ventures. All of those things. Financial future, please. Financially, how's it looking? Once again, I feel like you have the passion, you've discovered what you want to do, and you have the ideas. It's not just going with the fire and the passion and the spontaneity, but also you've thought it through with Ace of Swords. So I have a good feeling, but I still want to know a little bit. There can be a dip if you're like changing your job, or like you're shifting from your main job to, you know, starting your own thing. In that case, obviously, there will be less income for some time, right? So that's kind of there. So save up before you start anything adventurous. Financial future for pile 1, please. Financial future. Financial future. Pile 1 in the from now till a year from now. We have 7 of Cups, we have the Moon card, so, and we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, so yeah, this is about like kind of making economical choices. Make sure to not like drain your resources. If you're like trying to, you know, start your own thing, then obviously there is that type of, should I do it, should I not do it, if I do it, how can I proceed, what should I do, all of those things. And I feel like, yeah, with the 2 of Swords and the Moon here, it's a lot about again, the subconscious fears or those things kind of impacting the decisions that you make. So the first step is super important, that, you know, you start with your process. Obviously, whenever you're called towards it, you can't really force this, but yeah, definitely something related to intuition as well. For some of you, you might be wanting to start a business exercising your intuition, probably tarot or psychic, astrology / tarot, something of that sort. So it can be psychology as well with the death and rebirth there, but you might be, you know, considering like different options. Where do I go to study, or how do I get more exposure to things? Maybe I can try this, maybe I can try that. All of those different options, right? Both these cards have a lot of intuitive capacities to them. So that will be like center. Does not mean that you can't, you know, dance and movement, obviously. So yeah, that could be a state of confusion as well. I'm good at this, but I also like this. I don't know which one to choose. That's a little bit of a conundrum. So looking at just the freedom to choose, I'm gonna say that you're not in any poverty or anything. Okay, you are well off, and this is more focus on what makes you feel good, what makes you, you know, inspired, where do you have ideas, what do you want to do, how would you go about it, that type of thing, kind of laying the foundation and stuff like that. Okay, or if you already have a business and you might be thinking of expanding as well. For all these cases, the same reasoning applies. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope this reading resonated, or at least it gave you some clarity and helped you out and encouraged you for the future ahead. I do wish you all the very best. Do let me know in the comment section what you think. Like, share, and subscribe as well. I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what this year ahead is going to be like for you. We'll take a look at this a little bit later. Now, fair warning, the weather here is fluctuating a lot, so the video might suddenly get real bright because yeah, the window is right here, so natural light just comes through. Anyway, let's see what this year ahead is going to be like. Remember, this is timeless, so whenever you click on this video from then till 1 year ahead, this reading is valid, okay? Of course, you can watch it again, choose a different pile perhaps. But yeah, okay. So we have first, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Wonderful. Let's see what else is going on for you. Then we'll start interpreting a little bit later. You can skip ahead, of course, if you don't want to see the shuffling or the shadow of shuffling. Okay, spirit guides and angels, please. This here I wanted to come out. Please help pile 2 out. What is coming for them in the coming year? What's coming for them in the coming year, please? pile 2 viewers, pile 2. Higher self, please help me interpret the messages accurately. Okay, this. Well, that's too many. My hand slipped. Let's try again. Pile 2 viewers, what's happening for them in the coming year? Okay, great. Okay, so we have the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Okay, then we have Oriel. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. That's great. Then, yeah, we have Osprey. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. Beautiful. And finally, we have the Kingfisher. This actually fell out first. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. This is so absolutely abundant, right? Oh my goodness, you are successful, you're positive, you're happy, you're living your dreams, you're prosperous through and through. You're loving yourself, you're respecting yourself, giving yourself the value that you definitely deserve. You're starting a new project. This can be at the workplace or even your own. Either way, you're absolutely loving it. You're wanting to go ahead at it and you are good at it. Okay, I feel like you have very good focus. You're able to set goals and you're able to realize the goals. Okay, that's something I'm feeling. You're expressing yourself. You are trying to convey your wishes, your desires, and the way that you like to work, in whatever way that is, very clearly to yourself as well as the people that you work with. Okay, the situation is going to be different for everyone, obviously. So take that as it resonates. What's coming for pile 2 in the coming year? Throughout the coming year, what's coming towards pile 2, please? Pile 2 viewers, what's coming for pile 2 viewers in the coming year? You're feeling very, like, secure in the workplace. What else? What else? Can I have some more information, please, for pile 2? What's coming for pile 2 in the coming year? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Okay, anything else? Any last words? Okay, I got it. Just from the cards that are like flipped out, I think I'm getting a message there. Okay, anyway, we'll start from the start. We have the 7 of Wands. We have Page of Wands. Oh, awesome. We have the Chariot. We have 5 of Wands. We also have the 5 of Swords. We have 8 of Swords. And we have 2 of Wands. Okay, so there is a bit of like inner conflict. I'm feeling more of an inner mental conflict going on inside you. I feel like this shift, this move into this creative new venture is not going to be already present in the beginning. So you're basically going to transition into that phase. So through this conflict, you get a lot of insights as to what you really want to be doing, what do you want to strive for, where do you want to upgrade yourself, what is it that you're willing to fight for, things like that. Okay, what makes you happy, what makes you feel free, what makes you unshackled, all these are going to be your concerns, and because of it you are going to be surrendering yourself to certain circumstances. You will be praying quite a bit or meditating, whatever you prefer, but in either case you're kind of going inward and you're really contemplating as to what is it that you really want to do, what do you want to fight for, what do you want to strive towards, these questions. Okay, so you're trying to figure out your dreams and desires, in other words, such as the goose right there. Okay, and you will find your answer through this conflict is basically the way to kind of bring your attention to that topic. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's why you have certain problems coming through. This feel like is gonna be in the workplace for most people. Like, for example, there could be sudden competition and you'll be like, well, you know what, I don't even care about this job so much that, I'm just, hustling so bad. If I'm gonna hustle this much, then might as well do something that I enjoy as well, things like that. So there will be certain conflicts. These are not like major at all, you can completely deal with them. It's just a little annoying, that's all, and that too for a short period of time, because very quickly you're looking at the future and you're moving ahead. There's a lot of fast-paced energy, plenty of wands and swords, right? So it's not a long-lasting conflict of mind or with other people, right? But this conflict brings towards your attention that you need to be doing something else where conflict or any type of challenge makes sense. It's worth it, So what is worth this much trouble? That's the question, right? The moment you decide that, it doesn't take you very long from planning to actually action taking, and you will succeed. You will be doing what makes you feel really good, that brings you alive, that makes you, feel free and completely like you want to get up in the morning, you want to go to work. This work that you do, you love it. Okay, it can be your own thing, but it can also be obviously in some other company or other position, other projects, whatever, right? In this place as in this phase of life, this situation is going to be quite an important one already. That's like the dominant message here, and these two oracle cards are continuously asking you to look inward, look at what makes you alive, what makes you passionate. That's your inner light, that's your inner love, and that's what connects you to spirit and then to the universe, right? But we can only see that inner light when we are able to surrender to our own capacity to deal with certain any situation, in fact, right? You're surrendering to spirit, in other words, you're surrendering to faith and universe at this point. You're just like, what, whatever happens, I'm gonna do this, because anything is better than but where not anything is better than, but just the situation you're in doesn't require it doesn't feel so worth it to fight for it, basically. Okay, you could be doing something better. That's the idea of the Two of Wands there. For a while, obviously, like I said, you'll be kind of feeling tied up. There will be a phase of that where, workplace gets a little bit challenging, or the people that you interact with in your community or the circle that you run in, it gets a little bit conflicting, competitive, jealous, that type of vibe, because because they see your potential. That's why, because all of these success cards, creativity, it's like they already see that spark within you, that you can easily climb up the ladder, and they only need to play dirty tricks or be all sneaky or behind your back, kind of like, oh, I'm gonna pull you down, only then I can be successful, right? And you don't resonate with that, because, well, if you're gonna be successful, just be successful, right? Just be it and do a good job. Just go by your day, and sure, we'll get the promotion when we get the promotion, stuff like that, right? Or get whatever grade depending where you are. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is the main focus there. There's a bit of negative vibes of mainly other people that obviously affect you as well, since we're part of a whole community here, right? But you're not going to stay in that vibe for a long time. For some of you, this has already started, so this is something that you have to deal with, and it's important for you to deal with it, because after this point you're actually going to be finding something new for yourself. Some people can also be relocating or traveling some other place. Doesn't matter, home or country. In either case, you're finding your place, you're feeling more energetic in this place, you're feeling free. It's such a contrast to have the Page of Wands who's like, yeah, whatever, life, yellow, all of those things. Meanwhile, Eight of Swords is like, oh god, no, where am I now? That's the contrast I'm really happy about. Okay, Seven of Wands, yeah, like, this is kind of like an advice. That's what's coming through at the moment. To protect yourself, protect your energy, just don't pay attention to other people. Do not give them the satisfaction. Protect your energy. You don't need to invest any attention on people who want to diminish other people. Okay? So just listen to your gut instinct, listen to your passions, listen to your heart, and listen to your spirit's guidance, because that it will always bring you back to the light. It will bring you to your bliss, help you through difficult times as well. So you're basically protected in a spiritual sense, as well as physically. You're protecting and guiding yourself away from like dangerous situations or people. In other words, you're protected from energy vamps. Yeah, you're kind of also planning like what exactly, where, how of the new venture. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this. Fehu, we have fire, wealth, material needs, goals, and promotions. Exactly. Some of you will already like climb it, and you're kind of planning ahead as to how can you do this job very well. But once again, that competition and that type of jealousy is still a theme, but you will be overcoming them. So not everyone is obviously going to leave all of their jobs, but wherever you are, you will come victorious. Okay. Ultimately, it's about the gut instinct. If you believe that staying in this place is really good, I actually like it, and to hell with people who don't care about me, or like are kind of trying to pull me down. I'm just gonna do what I do best and let the work speak for itself, or whatever. Okay, so ultimately you're focusing on the more constructive part, and that in itself is kind of protecting your vibe. You're basically defending your own energy against haters, and that is causing you to free yourself up, express yourself nicely, tackle any problems at all. You're really good at this work. Okay, whatever it is that you decide whether to leave or not leave, depends what you like and prefer for your life, also your priorities in life, obviously. In either case, you're really good at it. Your material needs are definitely set. You do have financial security, regardless of your choice. People looking for promotions, very much so, especially with the Chariot there. Okay, let's move on to the astrology cards. Let's get you some more information. What are some astrological themes that can be prominent in the coming year? Okay, let's see what we have. We have Pisces. Yes, exactly. This prayer, contemplation, stillness is very Piscean, very spiritual. We have the third house, which deals with communication, co-workers, other colleagues, or general, like the small community you interact with. That's bosses as well. We have Lilith, raw, primal, subconscious, and oppressions. Yeah. And we have Mars, passion, anger, action, courage, desire, and competition. Both of them are actually quite passionate. This is more of a primal and very unshackled type of passion. Meanwhile, Mars is more directed effort. It's more refined in a way that, compared to Lilith. Yeah. What else? So that is, in this scenario, the passion is connecting very much with the Page of Wands, that you're free and that's your passion. That kind of vibe. You're feeling passionate about life, you're liking living a lot more than you would otherwise. Something like that. Okay, we have Descendant, Shadow, Denial, Projections, and Opposites Attract. Yeah, Descendant as well is the position opposite to your Ascendant, right? And Ascendant is your personality outward, so how you present yourself in public, your general attitude in public, etc., how you come across, basically, according to you. Meanwhile, Descendant is how other people perceive you, okay? So that's usually the opposite thing. And to us, that opposite sign would be like, I don't know, maybe not, I'm not like that. But they see an aspect of that within you. Okay, I don't know how it just happens that way, but it does. So this is a lot about, this is telling me that the co-workers are basically perceiving you in this way, and that perception, they're basically projecting their perceptions of you on you because they're jealous. And the advice here is, do not let them affect you, because you're going to be so successful in anything that you decide here. Okay, you have money, you have prosperity, abundance, success, your dreams, desires, passions, creativity, all of those things. Whatever job you do, you're able to solve every problem in such a creative way that, people just find it remarkable. That's the word I'm getting, and I rarely use that word. Okay, let's get you some final advice, then I'm gonna let you go. By the way, we have 5 and 5, 7 and 7. That's something you could see around this time as these changes are happening. 5s are usually a lot about, big changes coming through. 7 is about divinely guided stuff. This is divinely guided movement. This is divinely guided inspiration or strength, protection, these type of things. So we have 7 chakras, we have 7 colors of the rainbow, we have 7 a lot of other things. Maybe take a look at it online. I don't remember all of them now, but you could see those signs. Okay, some last pieces of advice to help pile 2. Last pieces of advice, please, for pile 2. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Great. So we have a White Eagle. The connection to divine guidance is within you. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth, by the Peacock. So divine guidance and wisdom coming from within you. Again, 7 of Wands, 7, the Chariot, these things. And that's why I think they're asking you to really pay attention to your intuition, as in make meditation a part of your daily routine, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even 2 minutes in the beginning. Just start at some point before all of this, because I feel like they want to communicate with you directly rather than via other people, right? So as and when you get closer and you need more specific information or guidance for your situation, your guides and angels and higher self, etc., are all going to be with you, kind of waiting on you to try and connect with them so that they can give you advice. And this will most often come in the form of intuition. Okay, and we have the Falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. Yeah, exactly. So it's once you know the answer, once you know that, hey, this is my inspiration, this is where I'm supposed to be, you don't need to sit back and dilly-dally. Just go ahead and do it. And this feels a little bit redundant because everything here is fast-paced. So I'm sure that the moment you get the opportunity, you're just gonna go for it, right? It's yeah. Why is the light flickering? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope these messages resonated and helped you out. If they did, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, of course. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can connect with me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Until my next videos, which I hope to see you again, I do hope you take care. Bye. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look at this rune card a little bit later. Let's first find out some guidance messages. Let's see what's happening for you from whenever you click this video to 1 year from then. Okay. What's coming for Pile 4 1 year from whenever they click the video, please? What's coming for Pile? Okay. Pile 3 viewers. What's coming up for Pile 3 viewers? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So the first card we have is Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Perfect. We have Bluebird. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Awesome. You don't really need to explain this card, right? Okay, then we have Magpie. Re-evaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Then we have the White Eagle. The connection to divine guidance is within you. Wow. And we have Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Wonderful. So a lot of happiness, peace, a lot of spiritual growth as well. You're uncovering who you really are. You're trying to learn yourself more. You're leaning into the more high vibe choices. That is, you're releasing people that no longer deserve your attention. And you're letting go of situations that basically drain your energy and not add anything wonderful or pleasant into your life, right? So this can be people, circumstances, your own habits, thought patterns, all of those things, okay? Let's get you some more cards. 1 year from whenever they click the video. What's happening for Pile 3, please? Pile 3. Pile 3. Okay. So we have, when I lean toward love, I am led. Exactly. Can you see it? No, you cannot. I'll put this here. Yeah. I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So this is, where do you focus your energy, right? That's what this is about. Like, there comes a time when you'll just be like, you know what? If I want to create something in my life, I'm just going to go for it. And any naysayers, anyone who tries to drag me down and pull me down, I don't really need them in my life. Okay? Like, so basically false friends, they will come into light, so you will be more aware of them, and your tolerance level basically reduces. You're not going to be entertaining too much drama. You are going after what you want, because what you want is very, very true to you. This is something that is deep within you, okay? Especially when we have a white bird in the mix. It's very divine, it's very pure, it's very soulful, okay? So everything that you decide here, and you instinctively feel as though this thing, this person, this habit, etc. does not belong in my life anymore. I just can't deal with it anymore, okay? That's when it's like, seriously, just drop it, leave it, you know. letting go is as well such a big lesson, right? It's not just about striving forward with courage and just pushing through. That's one side of lessons, but then you always need to balance it out with where are you expending that type of courage and bravery? Where are you pushing forward? If it's a wrong path for you, that is, it does not resonate with you, but it makes other people happy and that's it, then you really have to think about, do I want it as well? Because if you don't, keeping up that level of determination is going to be super difficult and it actually drains your energy, right? So leaning towards love, that is what truly calls to you, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel at peace, what makes you feel loved within yourself as well as from other people, right? Who are the genuine people around you, and how can you value them more and give less importance to people who are just, peripheral type of, fair weather type of friends or situations. Again, like that is going to vary from person to person. Okay, and the last card we have, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So you're definitely like finding a type of spiritual practice that really like speaks to you, okay? For example, meditation itself has so many different types that it can take a while to really explore these things, right? So when you're kind of finding your practice or finding your mantra, these type of things, it takes time and it doesn't really show its full effects, but by this time it's as if you are finding that practice, okay? Even if it is a simple routine and has nothing to do with religion, spirituality has nothing to do with religion, okay? It's a subset, it's a separate thing, but it's very closely linked, right? So regardless of your religion or no religion, you can still be connected with yourself. You are still spiritual. You don't need any validation from any sector, to decide the practice for you, right? So whatever it is that you're deciding is very true to you, and it can very plausibly be a mishmash of a lot of different cultures, okay? A ritual from some culture mixed with a mantra from another culture, mixing with chakras. I don't know, right? It's going to be something that makes you instantly connected with yourself, and you really love to make it part of your life, and it quickly starts to show effects, okay? You very quickly feel drawn to it, and you want to know what else is out there, what else can you know and learn about yourself. And you're learning really well, okay? And this thing is just like giving you so much peace. It's grounding you, and at the same time it is giving you so much knowledge and awareness that you're lifting yourself up, right? And when you do that, new opportunities and choices are opening up because you're redefining your life. You don't have to continue with the same old patterns, right? Let's get you some tarot cards. What's happening with pile 3 a year from whenever they click the video, please. A year from whenever they see the video. Wow, okay, 3 cards already fell out. One year from whenever pile 3 clicks on the video. Anything else? Okay. You have a lot of tarot cards. This is more than everyone's till now, at least. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we have death and rebirth. We have the High Priestess, the 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. The work that you do, you're going to enjoy it. You want to wake up and get to work, okay? So this can be a new opportunity, something that makes you feel good doing whatever you're doing, okay? You receive the success that you deserve. You receive the acknowledgement, the the praises, the accolades, all of those things that you truly deserve, okay, regardless of what work you do. If you're like an independent business owner, or you're studying and you need to, get ahead towards a job, etc., whatever it is that you're doing, you're successful. Basically, you want to do what you're doing and you're successful in it. Okay, Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and we have Six of Swords. Exactly. So you're moving away from things that kind of cage you and keep you imprisoned, whether it is in your mind or it is because of external circumstances. And of course, there will always be a factor of external circumstances, otherwise we won't even get that feeling, right? So something has to trigger that type of self-trapping type of thought pattern within us. But the reality is that nothing is trapping you, and you are free to choose to get out of that particular situation. You just need to shift from feeling sorry for yourself to, okay, you know what, I have the key, I get to open the door. It's kind of like taking charge of your own fate, taking charge of your own life, the future that you want to see for yourself. All of that is included here. Okay, so you might relocate. Okay, Six of Swords has that vibe to it, but it is also a metaphorical or spiritual type of movement. So again, depending on your situation, if you're like living in a rented space and anyway it is temporary, then yes, relocation is a bigger possibility. Right? Because it's a change of space, a change of mindset, it's like new house, new phase of life, that type of thing. Okay, and for people who want to travel abroad, I guess you can, but I don't see more of the travel cards. Maybe I'll ask for something. Will they be able to move abroad if they want? Will they be able to move abroad? 5-3. Okay, it's kind of like up to them, up to your choice. It's like you have to make certain decisions and choices in order for that to pan out. But in either case, it is kind of up to you. If you believe that relocating to a different country is the answer, then sure. If you believe that going to a new house itself is good enough, then that as well. But ultimately, the point is that the transition is very divinely guided. Like, you will feel very instinctively that, you know what, it's time to move on. Whether that means metaphorically, that is, you release certain priorities, you remove certain people from your life, you leave certain habits, etc. And because of that, you transition into a new way of being, a new space in your current life itself, right? So there would be certain choices that need to be made in order for you to transition from point A to B, mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? So that's what this is about. Then, yeah, like I said, some of you might also be starting your own venture. You're working on it, you're studying something, you're taking another course, but you're trying to really be an active participant. So you're trying to be a good student, you're learning, you're doing your part and more. Okay, you're trying to perfect that skill. You want to work hard, okay, for this thing. You have that determination simply because it speaks very truly to you, right? But this thing that you're studying, you're kind of keeping it under wraps. You're not telling everyone about it because it's something so near and dear to you. And that usually happens when, it's a very spiritual type of reasoning, because it's hard to explain to people. And at the same time, there is that feeling that, you know what, I don't need to explain it to everyone. Not yet, not when I'm, not ready. Right? So whenever the time comes, sure, I will reveal my plans, but for the moment I'm going to be a little bit sneaky and strategic about this and not tell everyone about my plans. And that's not a bad thing, okay? Of course, you need to keep certain things to yourself, especially when it's under development and you're not sure if everyone around you has your best interests in mind, and just keep in mind their own. right? So certain people in your friend group might be someone who is not really wishing the best for you. They're just kind of fair weather friends. They stick around to kind of see if you're gonna be useful to them at some point or not, again, this will resonate with few of you. Meanwhile, people who are already in the workspace, you would get some work, or you will shift your job location as well, as all included. You might shift your career, which makes you much happier, which makes you feel very connected to your work. You want to do good. It gives you a lot of rewards as well. Six of Wands, you're recognized. Okay, you're recognized for your work. It's also a social media influencer card, so those of you who want to be involved in that field, you can be, and you're going to be authentic about it. Okay, so it's not the whole false facade, the whole cliche social media influencer. It's not necessarily that. Okay, because there's a lot of sincerity surrounding the Six of Wands, so I'm not going to say that it's flaky. Okay, then yes, you will find some really genuine friends, of course. I already told you, you might release some people from your life, and the ones that remain are going to be very close to you. You will value them more, and your bond is going to get stronger and stronger. This also sometimes signifies siblings. So those of you who have siblings and you're really close with one another, this is simply that they will have you back no matter what. They're part of your spiritual family, and just treat them with respect, and so will they. That type of thing. Just be good with one another. Okay, happy and peace, that type of card. Whenever I get this card, as a card of the day for me, I usually spend time with my friends and we go to the beach. Like literally it is like this. There's like fields, a lot of grassy plains, and then there's water here. I think you can see it, right? There's some water here, and it's all flat where you can like see ahead, and it's always a very, very wonderful evening. So it's definitely a good feel vibe. Okay, you're intuitively super connected. Your higher self is talking to you, and you're able to receive its guidance and inspiration, whether you literally hear its guidance or it guides through you. That's kind of doesn't matter so much. In either case, you're receiving the guidance and you're taking action accordingly. Right, the death and rebirth, that's like sudden illumination. You just leave behind the old chapter. It's also the end of a certain way of being, a phase of life. Okay, so this move that you make, or whether it is like a house or a company or country or just in your life, it's going to be very, very life-changing, and it's in a very wonderful way. Okay, you can't, after this, I feel like you can't even imagine going back to the old way of living. You're evolving basically. Okay, so this year is quite important. I don't know what zodiac you might be, but the fixed signs are feeling it a lot. The Saturn square Uranus transit, so you might have some fixed signs for sun, moon, or rising. Let's get you some astrology cards. Actually, no, let's see your own card. Actually, I'm curious. We have Manas, yes, exactly. Human, self, family, and humanity. Yes, again, the siblinghood comes in. And also, the friends who you consider as family. If you were to look for family outside of your home, it's these people, right? That's the Three of Cups as well. So definitely you are very emotionally blessed, okay, mentally at peace. You're working, you're doing your thing, you're spending time with wonderful people, you're discovering yourself. There's really no flaw. Okay, you're moving away from dense energies into this. Obviously, it's not going to be like a switch. It's all transitional, but I mean, that's great. That's a good transition. We like to have that, right? Okay. Astrology cards, please. So what would be the major astrological themes of pile 3 in the coming year? What's playing a big role in their lives, please? What type of astrological archetypes are playing a big role for pile 3, please? Midheaven. individuality, career goals, and public life. Wow, you're really invested in that. Okay. Next, what else? What else? I really need to come to my own. That's the sentence I heard. I really need to come to my own. Someone might be thinking that. Or that's the overall, idea of all of this that's happening. And you're being very guided. It's like your guides are saying, you know what, it's about time. We cannot delay your abundance anymore. We cannot delay this phase of life. This must happen. Let's get on it. So you're like very guided. Six of Swords as well. I call it the divinely guided movement. And if you've seen any of my videos with the Six of Swords, yeah. It's like she's taking only what she needs, and she's not rowing. There is no other sailor. She's simply on the boat, and these crows, which are divine messengers, they are taking her and pulling her to the shore on the other side. And she doesn't know what exactly awaits her at that point, but it's kind of like, I'm done with this phase of life, so I have to move on. Okay, it's time to go. And she knows it very intuitively. So she allows the universe to kind of guide her. Okay. We have Moon as well, emotion, instinct, unconsciousness, and mother figure. Yeah, your Moon is very connected with the High Priestess because Moon is related to our intuition, our emotional state, as it's already written, right? I already told you that emotionally you're going to be very well placed, let's say. Okay? Good. Emotionally healthy. We have Cancer. The ruling planet of Cancer is the Moon. So a lot of emotions and emotional independence as well. I feel like the root of a lot of the trappings that you are creating for yourself could have been emotional in nature. So you might get attached very quickly, and it's hard for you to let go. Whether it's like people, whatever it is, right? So that attachment level, yeah, that's something that came through. Okay, we have also Capricorn. Capricorn is about determination, fighting for a cause and not letting go regardless of what conditions come in, not letting external circumstances beat you down. It's just about weathering the storm, okay? This is denoted by the mountain goat, right? So mountain goat is what, like they're climbing the mountain and there's like a snowstorm and glaciers and whatnot. Sure, they can act as setbacks, but nevertheless they're going to still claw their way to the top because that's just how they are, very hardy in nature. That's what I'm feeling. Capricorn is as well the kind of the 10th, right? Yes, that's the 10th house traditionally placed, and that is all about career, public life, reputation, those type of things, connected with the midheaven as well. It's all about, you have to do the hard work, you have to put in the work in order to get where you are, be a self-made person, that type of thing, where, it doesn't matter who says what or who does what, because it's not their life. Okay, so you're coming a lot into your individuality. You're bringing back the self-care and love that you normally gave outside to other people, sometimes to people who do not respect that love and adoration that you provide. So you bring it back in and you give it to yourself, and that just does wonders. Amazing. Okay, we have South Node, so past life, comfort, resource, instinct, and familiar. Yeah, so South Node is about, again, leaving things that are losing energy and moving towards the North Node. So take a look at your chart if you want to. Obviously, if you're interested in that, you don't have to know what exactly the whole chart is. Just look at where your South Node and North Node are, and you just Google it, North Node in this house. What does that mean? And if it isn't that certain zodiac, what does that mean? Okay, that'll give you a very good idea. But anyway, that's tangential, that's up to you. But in this context, It's also about like these friends that you feel very instinctively drawn to. You're feeling comfortable with these people. They have come to you from a previous lifetime, if you believe in that, if you can believe in that, right? Otherwise it's just very unexplainable, right? It's just how is it that certain people just know you so well, right? Obviously people will come up with many type of explanations. That's why I said if you believe, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, you will have the resources presented to you. You will get a lot of materials as well to help you out on your journey. Yeah, you do have a lot of support, basically. Very nice. We have Saturn, law, structure, responsibilities, and ambition. You know, while I was shuffling, or at some point when I was doing your tarot, I was like, Saturn has to play a role, I feel, because it's a lot about career and it's not something that comes easy. Saturn as well, brings us these troubling times, right? But these troubling times are kind of to force us to believe in something bigger than us, because everything is outside of our control. So what do? You can't control anything, you can't force anything to happen. Not everything you can, pin it down and organize and plan and all of that. So despite Saturn being this planet of structure, it kind of brings us curveballs in a strange way, that hey, that structure is wrong, redo it, this is wrong, what have you been doing with your life? And it's like, okay, that's wrong, your ambitions are wrong, the way you perceive yourself is wrong, and all of that. And that's why we feel so like, oh my goodness, who am I and what am I doing here, right? That's why Saturn returns are so strong and powerful. It just changes us, right? So an awesome quote that I it just came during my meditation once. Saturn teaches you to be responsible for yourself. Okay, mommy and daddy are not going to be taking care of you. Planets are not going to take care of you. All right, you have to decide for yourself. Dad said, hey, do this type of career. Mom said, hey, lead this type of life. Great, that's mom's dream and that's dad's dream. What about your dream? Right? That's Saturn. So he wants you to just get to the core of yourself. What does your spirit want? What do you want as an individual? Please do not discard yourself, because if you cannot grow individually, no one can grow collectively. We can't just burden each other and wonder why everyone is wounded. That's a very Saturnian type of lesson that always comes through. You need to learn where you need to preserve your energy, but at the same time, Saturn is extremely charitable. Learn how to be humble, learn how to give back, because when you receive, you need to give back in order to balance out karma. Okay, Saturn is about coming into balance of things. So everything that I've been talking about is just simply summed up with Saturn. I just love it. And Saturn also rules Capricorn, right? He's like, yes, very nice, you need to put in the hard work and you need to know for yourself that you deserve it. At no point in your life should come a moment where you question whether or not you deserve that much success or happiness or peace or beauty or love towards yourself, other people, whatever. And that's only possible when you make it by yourself. He will give you immense success. He will take you to the top. He will bring you all the awesome, all the financial success and prosperity and respect as well. But you need to earn it. Right? Yes, that's what it is. And we have 7th house for some business partnerships as well. Super well aspected, given that it's so much about career. Although you can meet someone who later turns out to be your partner. This can be someone of your friend group, or again, you feel very drawn to them and you've had a past life with this person. I don't see a lot more details about love, but I can just, again, check it for you. But yeah. Love life, please. I got from whenever pile 3 clicks on the video. Too many cards. love life, 1 year from whenever. Silent 3 clicks on the video, please. Love life. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're very intuitively and emotionally drawn to this person. You will be first intuitively connected or spiritually connected with this person before you actually get into a relationship with them. You will get some random insights, or you have certain like very specific dreams about the person you want to be with, and that kind of turns out to be true. Okay, we have the Hangman. So yeah, like I said, it's not exactly a very active time love-wise, but you will meet, you can meet this person. You might not get with them already, but you will, feel very comfortable with them. Queen of Pentacles as well. So you're going to be connected with them, but it's kind of like your focus is more on your own life, building yourself. Queen of Pentacles is about being independent by herself. She brings the idea she gets from divine to something physical and tangible. She makes it a reality, basically. Okay, so turning into a very self-sufficient being, finding your own grounding and peace and balance point, all of that. Okay, so there is a bit of a pause with the Hangman, relationship love wise, but obviously you'll be making a lot more connections with other people, so it can later turn out to be someone you might be interested in. It's kind of get to know each other. You're not interested in like rushing into anything. Okay, let's get you some last pieces of advice. Some advice for pile 3, please. A year from whenever they click the video. Some advice for pile 3. Do let me know, come back at some point. Let me know if you're in the same trajectory. Of course, like your choices are going to change the outcome. This is kind of, every prediction is basically an extrapolation of current energies and, foreseeable futures, basically. So yeah, let me know how it goes, okay, in the comments. Advice for pile 3, please. Okay. We have Duck. Yeah. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Exactly. Do little things that make you feel blessed and happy and successful, abundant, all of those wonderful things. And throughout this, I kept telling you that you're definitely supported and you're being guided. So you don't need to be concerned about the particulars. You don't need to know how exactly and where and how and who and all of that. I know it can be a little bit disconcerting at times to not know, but yeah, just trust at least this thing, right? That you're being supported even when you can't really see much. Yeah. Okay, we have Hummingbird. Exactly. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Yeah, releasing, letting go, all of that. Then we have Heron. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Yeah, I'm not going to describe these again because I've already talked about it. Do let me know, please. I really want to hear from you guys in the comments, okay? Like the video if you enjoyed it and it resonated. And don't forget to subscribe. It really supports the growing channel and it helps, reach more people who might resonate with these messages as well. Okay? So yeah, share a video with a friend that you care about who is also curious, about what's gonna happen with them a year from whenever they watch the video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so via my Etsy link. There is a limited coupon code going on, so any detailed reading you order, you can get a 30% discount on your way to checkout. Alright, so it's all up to you. I do hope you take care and all the very best with the year ahead. Bye. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. We'll find out what's happening from the time that you click on this video to 1 year from then. So we'll see your own card a little bit later. Meanwhile, let's get you some oracle cards. Let's find out just the gist of what's happening, overall major themes, and etc. Okay, we have 3 cards here. The first is In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Then we have, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. It says someone, but it can also mean a certain situation. People, of course, even yourself is counted in someone, but we'll see more details. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Okay, so your faith is definitely being enhanced by your guides. You're being supported and guided throughout your days. You're learning to be more mindful of your own self, learning to, be more aware as well. A lot related to a lot of pink there. Let's see some more cards. What's happening for pile 4 within the year? What's happening for pile 4, please? Pink. If you've had a breakup because of a misunderstanding, then that can as well be cleared out, because leaving the shadow of the past, so previous grudges, guilt, shame, hurt, all of those things, you kind of let it go and see that same person or the situation with like a new perspective shift. Yeah. More, please. Some more guidance for pile 4 viewers within the year. What's happening? Oops, too many cards. Okay. We have the Kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Yeah, so if you're like kind of questioning, will I get this specific thing or that specific person, then this kind of is like, listen, please have faith. We know what you truly want and what would actually make you happy. So we are going to bring you that prosperity and abundance. Just keep faith that you will receive it. And it may not be exactly in the same way that you are expecting right now, but it doesn't have to be in order for you to be happy. Okay, so I believe that this card here, learning to be mindful, kind of releases expectations from the future, or even from yourself, or the things that you're basically wanting in life, right? And that allows your guides and angels, higher self, whatever that you believe in, universe, God, your own capacity, whatever, it gives more space to those things to bring you the things that you truly deserve and the things that would actually make you really happy. Okay, we have Ren. Be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. Okay, yeah, for people who are asking or thinking more about where will I be in life in general, what will I be doing, can I create stuff, etc. And this is kind of like, be confident, be bold in your ventures, in your ideas. Don't be shy about, ideas that are kind of out there and hasn't been done before. It's a great thing, right? No one wants like a same old. It's always awesome when someone brings something new to the market, right? So whatever it is, or whether it is education or work or being self-sufficient or your own life, personality changes, attitude, revisiting your attitude, reframing it, etc. All of it is completely possible and very, very blessed. Okay. We also have the Crane here. You will soon enter a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Yeah, a lot about love, and there's plenty of pink here. That's what I was looking at. Perhaps love is a theme. So yes, definitely people who are single and are like kind of, you've done the work and you're still wondering like, yeah, but will they ever come? Who is gonna come? Whatever, like, will I have this type of relationship in life? Then the Crane is like, yes, of course, you will enter it and you will develop it, work on it throughout the year, whenever you meet, obviously. But in either case, it is going to lead you towards a lot of luck and longevity together. Okay, so it's going to be a long relationship and you're going to be happy with this person. Some of you can even get married to them. Those who are in a relationship already, it's kind of a renewal of things. You are letting go of the old ways of being once again, so you're replenishing the relationship basically. You're, how do you say, making it fresh again. You're doing new things, you're becoming a new person. It's kind of like both of you are growing and all of a sudden you have a lot of new things to talk about. Okay, so if a relationship has kind of gone stale, then this is kind of bringing it alive again. Okay, those who are not genuinely happy in a relationship, here there might be a breakup, but it is very consented. So it's kind of like, yeah, well, you know, this spoke to me in a certain phase of life, but there comes a time when we have to move on. That type of vibe. Okay. More. Is there anything else? No. Okay, let's get you some tarot cards now. What's happening for pile 4? Between whenever they click on the video to 1 year from then, please. Okay, we have the devil and we have justice. These two cards immediately fell out. Yeah, the devil might be talking about certain addictions, thought patterns, harmful, self-harming behavior as well, which has kind of become a habit and you're not able to kind of let it go. It's just too tempting, it's too addictive, right? That's the point. But within the year, you're able to balance it out. You're able to release those addictions and any type of toxicity as well in your relationships or life. And you're able to come to a certain equilibrium. Okay, more, please. What's happening? Wow, okay, we have Ace of Pentacles. This is a new job, a promotion, a new project, new beginning, finding a house, settling down in a plot of land, these type of things. It's kind of grounding it, new ideas, bringing new ideas into reality. So perhaps one project kind of goes live. So be bold and confident. That's again coming through. We have King of Swords. This is a leader figure. Okay, life experience has been, you know, great teacher for them. They have reached great heights through their own intellect. Anyone who talks to them can easily see their experience. They're not one to tolerate fluff talk. They're not going to be, you know, making things nice and polite to make everything palatable for people, but rather they're going to be, you know, straight cut to it. And that's not a bad thing at all. They just speak how it is. They have lived through a lot to know that there's no time for useless bits of, you know, information. So this can be you stepping into that type of energy where you've been through quite a bit and now it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut straight to it, that type of thing. So that's being very bold. You're being very confident in your capabilities, in your capacity. You know who you are, and it's not in a rude way, because they're not rude, they're just straightforward. That's all, right? They have great wisdom from life, great intuition as well, and they use all of that to create their reality, to, you know, guide others, to guide themselves, to gain more knowledge. King of Swords as well is a lot about truth. Justice, King of Swords, both of them are all about truth oriented. Some of you might be in law or you want to study law, and Ace of Pentacles is as well starting a new career path. Okay, so if you're not already in it, you might want to get into it. And whenever you do that, and if you do that, it's going to be quite blessed. Okay, there's a lot of prosperity in that for you. Might be a Libra, some of you. Okay, we also have the Temperance, again about moderation, balance, truth-oriented, transmuting shadowy energies and aspects like the devil here into something light, into something sunny. That is, whenever I say transmuting the shadow into light, I mean acknowledging the difficult portions of life, not trying to run away from it, not trying to cover it up, but rather facing it head on. That brings it to light. Simply the awareness of the darkness and the reasoning behind that darkness is bringing it to light. That's the transmutation, okay? And King of Swords is all about that, okay? He's not scared about facing the truth. He's chasing the truth, okay? More, please. What's happening? This can also be someone, the partner. If this is not you, then this can be your partner, okay? The King of Swords, same personality applies. Financially, you're doing really good. Okay, more, please, more. Okay, great. We have the Knight of Cups, so that's like extremely, that's the romantic element that I was getting there. A lot of loving. Sorry, there was some noise outside. I wasn't sure where it came from. Yeah, so this person or this relationship is quite romantic. It's new and fresh. Again, doesn't matter if you're already in a relationship or not. It's just with this person you want to connect and reconnect again and again. There is the, they're holding roses, they're going out for a picnic here, they've written love letters. They're basically the modern version of knight in shining armor, right? That's the Knight of Cups. They have their feelings out on their sleeves. They're not afraid to hide their emotions. They're not shy about feelings. They are free to express it. They have their heart on the sleeve. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Heart on their sleeve. So they're not afraid of, the heart being squished or whatever. They believe that they are strong enough, and they're not going to waste this love on someone who's not worth their time. Okay? So because they have faith in their choices, they have faith that they're not going to go through another or any heartbreak. Right? Knight of Cups can also be a lot about creativity. So taking inspired action, feeling inspired, knowing what inspires you. So it's like when you like doing something, you're always inspired, right? Creativity doesn't always have to be drawing and painting and dancing and singing. It's also about how can you solve problems. So, a lot of job requirements are like, we need some creative problem solving skills, right? So this is that. So if you're in one of those professions that need that type of thing, you're definitely building it up so much that it is quite apparent to any future hirers. Okay, we have Six of Pentacles, so that's again all about employment. You exchange services in order for money or some other favor. It's a partnership as well. Some people wanting to be in business, or you're creating your own thing. Even if you're in a corporate company, you're kind of elevating yourself, and you can have like a joint thing with other companies or other basically people who do the similar stuff that you guys do. Okay, so you're joining forces and it's going really well. Okay, the Justice card is also about, legal procedures. It can be like escaping a toxic relationship situation as well. For those of you who are like going through a divorce or something similar type of legal breakup, depends on what is it in your country, obviously. But yeah, it's kind of like getting out of the toxicity, toxic environment. Even if the partner itself isn't toxic, the living situation might be. So in either case, you're able to make a new start. Legal procedures are going to work out very nicely in your favor. You're able to come into a nice equilibrium within yourself. We have the Five of Pentacles. That's like kind of getting out of this very dark, self-trapping type of state. It's like where you felt as if you did not have any control, you now have more things coming your way that help you out, kind of get out of the shadowy vibes and take control of your life to, pick up this key, because only she can do it, right? Because the key is with her, there is no prisoner. She has imprisoned herself. It's basically like that, right? So it's up to her again when she wants to get up and get out of her own prison. Yeah, so yeah, that's for some of you. I'm not going to say the Five of Pentacles is going to apply for everyone. Those of you who have been having money issues as well, this applies. You might be concerned about finances, financial resources, and this is all about finding new things that make you feel good and also give you good money. Okay, So again, it's like keep your mind open about the options, because prosperity is yours. It's just a matter of when are you willing to open your mind and see, right? So it might not be in the same career path or same life path that leads you to this particular opportunity. You might have to do new things, such as being bold and confident, using your resources to do what you like, all of that thing, in order to create that financial bliss and prosperity, right? Anything else? Anything else, please, for pile 4? Anything else happening? Oh, nice. Nice. We have the Chariot. You have nothing to worry about. This is about coming home victorious, being successful. Oh, sorry. You're dealing with whatever situation life throws at you, and you're coming out victorious. Okay, you're uniting your forces, these two other forces, in order to get ahead in life. Okay, wherever it is you go, you're going to be successful. And look at what we have in the astrology cards. We have the 6th house, which is the house of employment, service, health, daily habits, routine, all of those things. Okay, how do you come to service? How do you provide service to people, right? This is traditional, very traditionally, it is the house of nurses, because it's for others, it deals with health. Virgo is generally placed there, right? So yeah, that's something. Then we have the 9th house, which is about philosophies, belief systems, truth, connection with God or universe, or whatever, again, whatever you believe in, right? This is very connected with truth, long-term vision, and planning long-distance travel as well. 7, the Chariot is as well indicating travel. So those of you who want to, move your house or your country, whatever it may be, that as well is very nicely aspected, because just as, again, the visa that you need, the other permissions or legal documentation that you need in order to move to a new country, that is being successful. And that, again, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're establishing your new home, your new place, right? Yeah, that definitely could be for some of you. All right. Then we have Leo, which is a fixed fire sign. Yes, being determined. Leo is all about confidence. It's all about going forward, being extroverted in a sense. Not every Leo is going to be extroverted, but it's that type where you're not shy to meet people, to, get your dreams, and you're bold in your pursuit. Okay, Leo is placed in the 5th house. 5th house is all about fun, entertainment, love life, romance, those type of things. Okay, so that again is being highlighted there. Being a childlike nature, kind of begin again, let go of the shadow of the past and see again, live again. It's that type. Ooh, very nice. What else? Is there anything else? Any major astrological events or influences playing a role in Pile 4's lives in the coming year, please? Okay. We have Aquarius. We have Saturn and Jupiter conjuncting in Aquarius till 2022, on and off, especially this year in 2021. This reading is timeless, but if you're watching it right now, then yes, that applies. So Aquarius is a big theme. See where it is in your birth chart. So which area of your life is being impacted. So that is going to play a key role in how your life progresses. Okay. Then we have Mars, passion, anger, action, courage, desire, and competition. Exactly, it's all about go-getting. Mars is action-oriented. All you need to do is give it a direction, and that's all. That's all that Mars needs. Okay, it's passionate, it's driven, it is like, okay, tell me what you gotta do, and it will do. Right, so Mars is something that needs to be channeled. If not, it can lead to just distress and overall like, I'm frantic and I don't know what to do, where to go, that type of thing. You can also be, Leo or Aquarius, of course, but it's kind of, I don't generally take it so literally. Okay, we have Ascendant, so social personality, first impression in your public mask. So this is what personality do you exhibit in front of people, right? Check, I don't know what your rising sign is, so check that. It's going to be like you're going through some very inherent personality changes, and that obviously changes the rest of your life, especially the way that other people see you, how you interact with other people, since the 7th house is exactly opposite to the 1st, right? So check that out in your chart, right? Ooh, okay. Quite a lot happening. You have a lot happening. You're going through quite a lot of integral changes. Perhaps location depends if you intend to or not. Love life shifts, and the way you work, the thing that you work on, what your plan is, like 5-year plan, 10-year plan, that type of thing. Just where do you want to be in life? That's the question of the 9th house as well. The Aquarius is about rebel energy, not needing to do what other people tell you to do. Aquarius is also an air sign, so very intelligent, values communication, but once again does not do fluff talk, very truth oriented, like the King of Swords and the Justice. It's all about, the things that don't work. It doesn't matter what structure, it doesn't matter how many old people and what council made what happen. The Aquarius is like, if it's not working, that's the end of the story. We gotta make it new. We gotta make it work again, right? Because we need society as a whole, the collective, that's the Aquarius, right? The collective needs to be connected with one another, because that's just how we are, and it's just foolish to not recognize that, right? That's the ideal of Aquarius, right? That's why because we have this Jupiter and Saturn happening in Aquarius and squaring Uranus and Taurus, it's like, let's break it down, let's make it new again, let's bring something new into the way we interact with one another. Aquarius is all about humanitarianism as well, and it's nice to have, the 6th house and the 11th house, which is like completely opposite, once again, right? Am I correct? I think so. No, I'm not. Sorry, the wheel just went out of my mind. But in either case, it's very nice to see that, because it's like, what service are you offering? And this is to humanity, to others, for the benefit of people. So if you're doing law, obviously any job can be every job is basically for the benefit of the collective. It's just people have to be more conscious about that and kind of make it happen, right? It's how it is practiced or enacted that makes the difference. Okay, let's see your own card now. It is of course it is. Tewas, truth, struggle, duty, discipline, justice, and warrior. Warrior energy, justice energy, oh my goodness, truth. I don't have to describe it. Wow, that matched up really beautifully. That this much has not happened before. Yes. Some struggle that you're going through, you kind of get out of it. You uncover the truth of it, and you're able to get out from the shadows and into the light. Okay, you're taking yourself there. Being the light, being the shining person, being your own individual, and by being the individual, you're able to benefit the collective. Okay, let's get you some advice for the coming year. So basically, it's like, you make the difference. You make the difference in your career, in your love, in your life in general, in your mindset, in everything. Okay, that's the emphasis of this point, right? So for as long as you're able to create mindful moments throughout the day and connect and stay connected with the universe, it's able to bring you more opportunities. It's able to bring you very right-minded type of people as well, places too, and make things kind of happen for you so that you can flourish and grow even more, right? Some advice for you, please. Advice for pile 4, please, for the year ahead. Some advice for pile 4, year ahead. We have the white eagle. Yes, the connection to divine guidance is within you. It's kind of like we've said what we needed to say, and all they need to do is trust that they are being guided and that it's already within them. They don't need to look outward at all. Right, so that's very beautiful. Okay, so do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, I would love to hear from you. This is very interesting. It became very synchronistic there. So yeah, I'm very curious what your thoughts are, what your plans are, right? Um, do like, share, and subscribe as well if these messages resonated with you and they helped you out. You never know who else it might benefit. It helps grow the channel, right? So yeah, I would appreciate that completely. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can book one through my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. There is a 30% discount going on for every detailed reading. It's a limited offer, so whenever, you can order a reading if you're wanting to. It will stay for a while, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. Right, so I will see you again in some of my other videos. Until then, take care. Bye.